Alright, I'm not gonna lie, Lark, they do know that you're there, so this may not be the easiest hunt in the world, but even though I let my sheer excitement about being here and being able to be on the hunt get ahead of me, we are going to do our best to show off to our mate Cinder that we can actually go ahead and get some food to help support the pack and really be a good hunter and provider while she is getting ready to have our puppies. Alright, you guys. Alright, let's do this. I know one of these deer happened to be the deer that we were actually hunting earlier. Oh, and it might have been this one! Alright, she's already pretty wounded! Let's see if we can manage to take her down before we slipped out of our territory. Come on, Cinder, we can do this! Good job, Cinder! Cinder has definitely got quite the powerful bite. Oh man! How did the deer just like find the perfect spot to be able to cross this river? Alright, let's wait just a second. Ah, it's so frustrating when they get caught up in this area because this always is such a tricky spot where the deer use the river to their advantage to try to survive. Alright, and now we're going ahead and crossing into another wolf's territory, unfortunately, but come on. Come on! We could really use like a nice solid meal to start things off. Alright, come on, Cinder! We've got this! Oh, we did it, you guys! Alright, well let's go ahead and chow down before we run the risk of running into whoever happens to be here. I don't think Lark is particularly eager to face down rival wolf packs. Oh, there's a couple moose down there, wow! They must have been getting something to drink. But, there we go! Nice, not bad. We actually managed to get some food. And actually, since we're already over here, and since I can open the map since we are playing with Lark and not his cousin, booyah, let's actually see. 33%. You know what? It's just saying, I think we could definitely go ahead and try to potentially weaken this a little bit. I know it's very close to other wolf territory, so I don't want to keep it forever. But you know, I feel like Lark, even though he is so clumsy, he has spent the whole winter talking with Cinder and learning from her about the ways of the wild and Cinder's previous family. And now Lark really wants to do his best to prove that he's not too clumsy to his new mate, that he can rise to the challenge of being able to protect their pups and have a territory of their own. Except just as I say that, very embarrassingly, you guys see that little bunny over there? That little snow hare? Yeah, we're gonna have to say that he just tried to catch it to offer it to Cinder as like a little snack, and he wasn't able to get it. You know why? Because the bunnies are actually the things that he's too clumsy to hunt today. And in case you guys didn't know, we do have a fun challenge going on with Lark right now, where every single day I roll a dice, and depending on what the number of the dice is, he cannot hunt that animal that day because he is too clumsy. Yes! And we have now claimed this as potential Dawn Moon Pack territory. Nice! But today's thing that he was too clumsy for was rabbits. So just as he was trying to tell Cinder, like, I know this is another wolf's territory, but it seems they haven't been here for a while. And really, you know, even if we don't plan on staying here, it might be a good spot to go ahead and claim so that our pups will be safe. Like, he's trying so hard to let Cinder know that he's going to do his best to go ahead and try to protect her. I think she's a little smaller than him too. Isn't that cute? And she's already lost some pups, so we want to try our hardest to be able to go ahead and take good care of her. Alright. There we go. Maybe she's nervous, and she's kind of like distant from us right now. Here, let's try howling. Maybe that'll increase our pack affinity. And nothing seems to be increasing our pack affinity with her. But I think she just looks super nervous and tense, doesn't she? She's not even howling back with us. Cinder! Oh, there we go. Now she's a little playful. Okay. Maybe she needed to see Lark, even though he's clumsy, like, he has a good heart, and she wants to believe in him. But maybe she needed to see Lark as, like, being bold and... Oh, she is feeling kind of shy. It's okay. There we go. There we go. She needed like some sniff noses. Maybe another play bow real quick. Is that what you needed? Just another... There! Oh my gosh! Oh look! It's almost like they have their foreheads pressed up against each other. This is just as cute as when we have our wonderful cousin set with Rosetta and her mate Troyus actually bonding really well together too. But I feel like Cinder is really needing Lark to show that he can try to rise to the challenge of being a strong wolf who can protect the area. So, alright. And with that in mind, Lark is clever. He's not a coward, but he is very clever. Not sneaky clever. He doesn't really... Oh, there's a whole herd of elk over here. Oh, let's go ahead and mark this, because we're going to use the map with him since we can. But we'll say elk herd. There we go. It might be worth taking over the territory over there, too. Have to think carefully about that. Alright, the elk have gone ahead and scented us, and we already ate. So we're just gonna note that there are elk here, and then we're gonna move... What is this? What is this? Is this new? Oh my gosh. I guess I've just never been over here. But what on earth is this? What have we just found? Humans? Humans? I'm sure you guys have seen this for ages now, but I try really hard not to spoil myself when we're investigating. We just found the weirdest thing in the world. Oh my goodness. I think that this would actually make Cinder very nervous because she has lost her mate and children. She lost her mate and her surviving pup to humans, to hunters who actually killed her mate and her surviving pup after all her other pups were killed by bears. So this would be an absolute get the heck out of the way. She would not want to be here. And that explains why she was so nervous from a roleplay perspective too. And if you're not here for the roleplay, I don't know why you're here, but I hope you're having a good time. But we could say that explains why she was so nervous, because she could smell something that was unfortunately very familiar and making her really upset. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave behind this territory. It had potential. A lot of elk, but the humans are nearby. They probably don't even call them humans, maybe just the hunters are nearby, and we're not going to stay that close to them. But Cinder is due to have her puppies very soon. She knows how to cross the river a lot better than Lark. And I think she's just really nervous and wants the reassurance that Lark will be able to provide, that everything's going to be okay. Oh, and he can't provide that rabbit right now because unfortunately we can't hunt that rabbit. So let's go to the north. And I've actually been thinking that maybe Lark might want to move up here because we haven't really been here since Achilles, and Achilles had a lot of good luck there. And we'll have to see, maybe the Crevice Lake Pack won't be too territorial this time around. And if that's the case, then we'll have some good luck with a lot of the dens and the hunting in that zone. But if they are, we might work our way over to the middle area where the Dark Moon Pack usually stays. We're kind of flipping this time. So instead, it might be the Dawn Moon Pack up there. All right. But let's try to find as many dens as possible, because Cinder, I think, just wants to focus on finding a safe place to be able to raise their family. Come along, Cinder. And I happen to know a couple great dens. In fact, I sort of want to see if we can find Achilles' old den that overlooked everything, because it was a very lovely den. Hey, look, and there is a bald eagle. Aha! All right, sniff, 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 sniff. There is no scent marker here. But Achilles' old den was a very, very lovely den that overlooks this meadow. And I think that might make Cinder feel comfortable. It's a very nice rock type den too. But the trick with our boy Lark is that he is so luckless and clumsy that every den we come to, we have to roll a dice. And if the dice rolls 4, and he can't catch that rabbit right now either. If the dice rolls 4, we have to leave. We can't stay at that den because we're gonna say he's so clumsy that he like tripped over a log and managed to make a rock slide that closes that den off. So we have to keep moving. And that happens with, that will also happen when we are looking for summer hunting grounds too. Like, he's so clumsy that somehow he messes that area up. But for now, let's head over to the trees and the rocks. And we're gonna say... What is this? Is this a deer? Ooh, it's a nice mule deer. Now running for her life. But we're gonna say that these cliff sides, these little hillsides covered in rocks and boulders, look very promising to Cinder because she remembers having denned in places similar to that. She does seem really tired too. I think she's ready to have these babies. So we're, oh yes! Potential den nearby, friends! You know what? I wonder if we find this den, we might just say that Cinder's like ready to pop. And we'll pick this den and then just claim territory as quickly as we can. If we don't mess it up because we're super duper clumsy. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, she ran straight up to it, you guys! Alright, but is this going to be the place? The dice of destiny are now rolling. 5, yes! Alright, so we found our wolf den! I think it's still a little bit close to the humans, so we aren't going to do much hunting to the south, which means we're going to want to start claiming territory up to the north, which should be a lot of fun. So we'll set to that immediately because, here, we'll put down the perfect den. We're just going to say, I mean, Cinder howled and she's been very quiet with everything else. So we'll say that she's totally on board with this. And we'll go ahead and start marking off the territory to complete the quest so we can have our pups as quick as possible. In fact, I think Cinder will come along for some of this, but I wonder if, like, Lark might spend a little bit of time. Here, let's reassure her a little bit. If Lark might spend a little bit of time on his own going around and claiming territory so she can rest. Maybe she has some injuries from the forest fire that she was involved in. She could even have an old bullet that's still lodged in her shoulder or somewhere like that. I've met a lot of rescue animals, rhinos actually, more than any other creature, but I've met a lot of different animals who are in rescue centers and still have bullets inside of them. Mostly rhinos. That's the group I know of who had the most of them. All right, you ready? And let's go ahead and we'll do a little howl. We'll take a little nap. And we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna see Lark rise up to potentially be able to really help claim this area, keep the humans at bay, and protect his mate. All right. Whoops, well, she's going somewhere. We were gonna have a nice little nap together. Wow, I can't believe that, like, human zone was so close by. And we're just gonna have to see if we're going to have a peaceful, easy adventure raising our puppies, or if things are going to get a little bit, if things are gonna get a little bit territorial between us and the Crevice Lake Pack. All right. Well, for now, the moon is high. Our dawn moon heir, Lark, I think actually does enjoy being out at night. I have to remember, I forgot temporarily, but if you guys could help me remember, that anytime we see a bison, Lark is immediately like, bye, son. Oh, look! What a beautiful sight! You can see the whole elk herd. Oh my gosh, you can see them all settled down for the night from right here. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Okay, this might be too good of a hunt to resist, you guys. We might have to go ahead and let our boy pull this hunt off. Lark, I was trying to get you a cool looking picture. Crouching and working your way forward. Oh, okay, so let's see if we can do this. Crouch. And, oh, okay, and we froze him in photo mode. That'll do, because this looks freaking epic. All right. Ironically, our Dawn Moon Pack member seems to enjoy coming out at night, and I think that he is just about to go ahead and pull off a really successful hunt to provide for the mate that he has fallen in love with. So if you guys could, do please leave a like for our boy Lark, and if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!